Alright, so it's time for a new build again. This time we're going to build around this item. Got it from Ritual. Says it triggers skills, refund half of energy spent. That's the main thing I'm looking at on this item, and that's what I want to build around. So immediately, because it's a trigger, it works with the trigger tag. I want to build around the monk. And also the fact that it's a quarterstaff, of course. But the main reason is we get this, right? And I want to get Unbound Avatar. So with these two, so Unbound Avatar focuses around ailments, right? So once you select elemental ailment, you get some fury, and then eventually you do more damage and so on. It just gives you more damage, right? So we're gonna focus on ailments, and we're focusing on trigger spells. So we're going to use I think it's elemental invocation. Let me open that up right here. Where was it? The support. Oh, it's a buff. Okay, so we're gonna. This is probably gonna be our trigger spell. At least, so all this stuff is plans for now, right? This is just the initial stuff that I'm excited about. It might change later on, but for now, we're going to focus on elemental invocation as our trigger. It focuses on ailments. Monk does ailments really well. We are going to do we can do all three. I'm not sure exactly how the ignite's gonna go. The ignite might be a trigger. I'm not 100% sure, but I do know there is a spell that just ignites things. Let me see. Is a solar orb? Yeah. So any enemies that are close to the orb get ignited. It seems like a 100% guaranteed thing, so we might do that. Or we might use something else that, say, has a better chance for ignites or something. But solar orb is right now the plan to get our ignites going. So that's where the ailments will come from, basically. We have skills like Wave of Frost. This is just very good for. It freezes things right now for me, even though this monk is not built around cold. Just using these two support gems, and that's in tier 10, tier 11 maps that it works very, very well, right? So I don't think we're gonna have a problem with freeze. Shock might be a problem, which is why for the ascendancy we're going to go with this one first, which will give us just a better chance of shocking stuff. Defensive wise, we're going to go for full CI. We're going to grab meditate. We're not going to get these nodes here. We're going to grab all the energy shield stuff that we can get to have as high energy shield as we can, and any recovery nodes that we may or may not need to make things feel better. I'm not sure where we are going to be on if we're going to do charges or not. We might just focus on getting a really high energy shield and then scaling our spell damage for the spells that we're triggering based off the elemental invocation. And then of course we'll grab as many trigger and meta skill nodes as we need. This one I'm not sure how it'll work with the staff, because the staff already gives a 100% chance for trigger skills to refund half of the energy spent. Maybe it just gives more of a refund. I don't know how it'll work, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah, that's it really. It's a short video. I don't have the build yet. This is the plan. The way the build is going to be leveled up is through DS Lilly. She made a video on the Widow Hill. So a few weeks ago I bought this. Maybe it was only a week, I don't know. What's time anymore? We got this Widow Hill. We got quivers that I can use as the character progresses. So we'll start at level 8, and then level 23, 42, and then 61 we'll swap. And then at 65 we'll swap to this, and we'll sort of redo the build a bit. Because I'm just going to be following whatever tree DS Lily had laid out in her video. I'm not going to think about it too much. I just want to get through the campaign, and then throw this on. While we're following that build though, we will be speccing more and more into energy shields, and we're using a ghost wraith to do it. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. Really, that's it. Maybe we'll get some boots or a gold rim going as well before I start the character, but that's the plan, to get the character to 65, and then that's also the plan to what will happen and when we hit 65. Once we hit 65 and I have had a chance to play around with skills and see where we actually need to go around on the tree, I'll create another video to show you where it is. The idea here, I'm not trying to make the strongest build around this. I'm trying to make the build that feels the best to play for me. Alright, so same thing with the charge staff. Sure, we could have swapped to freeze like most people have been doing, and they've been doing really well with it, but just the charge staff ability just feels so good to play with. So I'm still playing this monk on charge staff. It's doing great. We got the 3rd ascendancy point. We can get the 4th soon as well. We're at tier 11 maps. It hasn't really had a problem. The only problem running into it is, it does take a while to clear because of the charge staff. It doesn't hit something, a chain off and clear the whole map or anything of that sort. That's really the only drawback, I'd say. I'm not sure how to address it at this point, but maybe once we get more higher level and we have more ascendancy points or passive tree points to throw around, we could try and solve it some way. Maybe we could do it through our heralds. Get some reduced reservation, run Herald of Ice and Herald of Lightning. We'd probably, so to do that, what we would probably need just a bigger spirit pool, in which we would do by getting a better chest. All the items on this character are really outdated now. They're all basically whatever I had at the end of, I don't know, the first week or whenever we switched over and started playing some of the other builds. I haven't really changed much since then. So I do know there are better chest pieces out there. The problem is they just cost a divine, which I don't have. I have some exalts. So right now it's not a huge problem. It'll just feel better once we have, I guess, a bigger spirit pool. So that's something I could probably do with this character, but for now I want to, I got a shiny new toy. I want to play with the new toy. I got this staff. I want to see what it can do. I want to see what we can do with it. And then if everything sucks, we just go back to this character that already feels good. And that's the plan for now. And so I'll get back to you an update in however many days it takes me to finish the campaign again, because I feel like that's the biggest obstacle for me from trying to get a new build. Is I don't want to mess up an old character. I like the characters I make, and I need to make a new character for a new build every single time, and it takes a while to get through the campaign. So you know what? I'll probably invest everything I have right now in just getting good leveling gear. We'll go for like some, I don't know, for 7-step boots or whatever, but we'll get boots that have the most movement speed as possible. We'll grab an onslaught helm. We'll do, I don't know, whatever, gold rim. I guess if we're putting gold rim we can't do onslaught, but we'll grab some stuff and we'll see how it goes. And hopefully that'll make the new video come out even quicker. And yeah, that's it for this one really. So see you guys soon.